start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be brought down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the ground, it's Hall. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Wisconsin 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative. They're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
They're going to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Second down coming up.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
Movement here from the tight end. Barrels ahead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brings up
2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Man, nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
On the play. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Oregon 7, Wisconsin 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the...
And he breaks into the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Slides away. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Trying play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On third down, going up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over Wake Forest. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. Nothing but green ahead. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. He can't have that long to throw the football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's now 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That is a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Badgers are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Badgers!
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Release to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened
there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Scanning the field, it's Dennis. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in two, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. Hauls it in on the right.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires on the run. Makes the catch. And he will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin! He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 24 over Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
For the offense.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Hall. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And tackled there by the defense. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. He caught it! Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late. take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get...
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And they get him on the ground, but a big play by the sophomore.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's got it. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
What a great individual effort here. This 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.